Have you ever wondered why, despite all your effort, all your prayers, all your sacrifices, the struggle just never seems to end? Why does it feel like you were born to carry burdens that others never even see? Maybe you're watching this right now because you're tired of fighting, tired of hoping, tired of waiting for a breakthrough that always feels just out of reach. Maybe you've asked yourself, why me? Why is my path so hard? But what if I told you that your struggle is not a punishment, but a preparation? What if right now, at this very moment, you are standing on the edge of a divine turning point? What if you are the chosen one, and your struggle is over not because you've given up, but because God is about to take over? Endless wealth in all its forms is now God's duty, not yours. This is the Book of Wisdom, and today's message is for you. Chosen one, your struggle is over. Endless wealth is God's duty now. Before we dive into this life-changing message, I want you to do 3 simple things. First, hit the like button. Let's send a wave of gratitude and energy out into the universe. Second, subscribe to help us reach our goal of 5,000 subscribers and become part of this growing family here at the Book of Wisdom. Third, leave a comment with the number 99. This isn't just a number. It's a signal to the universe to amplify the energy of this message in your life. And if you're truly the chosen one, you'll stay with me until the very end, because this message is for you. Take a deep breath. Let your heart settle. You're safe here. This is your space to reflect, to heal, to hope again. I see you. I know the weight you've been carrying. Maybe it's the pain of financial lack, the ache of loneliness, the silent battles with anxiety or depression, or the heartbreak of betrayal. Maybe you feel invisible, unheard, or misunderstood by those who should love you most. Maybe your dreams have been shattered so many times, you're afraid to even hope again. But here, in the Book of Wisdom, I want you to know your story matters. Your struggle is sacred. And today, we're going to talk about why it's not the end, but the beginning of something miraculous. Let's talk about struggle, not the kind that's easy to share on social media, but the kind that keeps you up at night, the kind that makes you question your worth, your purpose, even your faith. Picture this, a person at their lowest point. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone you love. They're staring at an empty bank account, wondering how they'll feed their children. They're sitting in a dark room, haunted by memories of loss, addiction, or betrayal. They feel abandoned by friends, family, maybe even by God. Every prayer feels unanswered. Every step forward is met with another setback. The world tells them to stay positive, but inside they're breaking. If this is you, know that you are not alone. Here, in the Book of Wisdom, we honor your pain. We acknowledge your tears. We see the real, raw, human side of your struggle. But even in the darkest night, something stirs. A whisper, a flicker, a spark of faith that refuses to die. Maybe it's a memory of better days, a verse that echoes in your mind, or the gentle nudge of hope that says, "Don't give up." This is the critical moment of change. Faith doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's just a quiet voice that says, "Try again tomorrow." Even when nothing around you seems to change, something inside you begins to shift. You start to believe, even if only a little, that your story isn't over, that God hasn't forgotten you, that your struggle has meaning. Here at the Book of Wisdom, we believe that faith, even the size of a mustard seed, can move mountains. It can transform despair into hope, fear into courage, and lack into abundance. Then, almost without warning, the breakthrough comes. Maybe it's not the way you expected. Maybe it's not a lottery win or a sudden miracle, but a new opportunity, a shift in perspective, a door that opens just when you thought all doors were closed. You realize that God's timing is perfect, even when it feels painfully slow. You see that every tear, every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer was preparing you for this moment. The blessing arrives not just in your bank account, but in your heart, your mind, your relationships. You feel lighter, freer, more alive. You understand finally that the struggle was never meant to break you, but to build you. Here in the Book of Wisdom, we celebrate these moments of transformation, these divine appointments where faith becomes sight and hope becomes reality. As you emerge from your struggle, you are not the same person you were before. You are stronger, wiser, more compassionate. You have a sense of purpose that goes beyond survival. You are now aligned with your true calling. Maybe you've found financial stability. Maybe you've healed from old wounds. Maybe you've discovered a deeper connection with God than you ever thought possible. Whatever your breakthrough looks like, know that it is real, it is yours, and it is only the beginning. At the Book of Wisdom, we encourage you to embrace your journey, no matter how hard it's been. Your scars are not signs of failure, but badges of honor. Your story is not a tragedy, but a testimony. Let me remind you, no matter what you face, faith in God will lead to breakthroughs, peace, and purpose. The path may not always be easy, but you are never alone. God walks with you, fights for you, and delights in blessing you. Your struggle is over not because life is suddenly perfect, but because you have learned to trust the one who holds your future. Endless wealth of love, joy, peace, and yes, even material abundance is now God's duty. Your job is to believe, to receive, and to keep moving forward. This is the promise of the Book of Wisdom, that your best days are ahead, not behind. So, what does it mean to be the chosen one? It means that your pain has a purpose. It means that your journey, with all its twists and turns, is leading you somewhere beautiful. It means that you are not defined by your failures, but by your faith. It means that God has chosen you, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Willing to trust, to hope, to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fall. Here in the Book of Wisdom, we honor your resilience. We celebrate your courage. We believe in your destiny. Maybe you're still in the middle of your struggle. Maybe the breakthrough hasn't come yet. But I want you to know that it's on the way. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've cried, every act of kindness you've shown, it all matters. It all counts. Nothing is wasted. God sees you. God loves you. God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating blessings you can't even imagine. Your struggle is over because you are no longer carrying it alone. God has taken up your cause. Endless wealth is now His responsibility. Your only job is to trust, to rest, to believe. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a sense of peace you've never known before. Imagine looking at your bank account and seeing abundance instead of lack. Imagine your relationships healed, your body restored, your dreams revived. This is not just wishful thinking, this is the promise of faith. When you align your heart with God's will, when you let go of the need to control everything, miracles happen, doors open, opportunities appear, resources flow. You become a magnet for blessings, not because you are lucky, but because you are chosen. Here at the Book of Wisdom, we believe that your destiny is abundance, not scarcity. Your inheritance is joy, not sorrow. Let's talk about wealth, not just money, but the kind of wealth that fills every area of your life. Wealth of spirit, wealth of mind, wealth of relationships, wealth of purpose. True wealth is not measured by what you have, but by who you are and how you live. When you trust God to provide, you stop chasing and start receiving. You stop striving and start thriving. You realize that everything you need is already within reach, waiting for you to claim it. The Book of Wisdom teaches that endless wealth is not something you earn, but something you inherit as a child of God. Maybe you've been taught that struggle is noble, that suffering is your lot in life. But what if I told you that God delights in blessing you? That your struggles were never meant to last forever? That there comes a time when the season of testing ends and the season of blessing begins? That time is now. Your struggle is over. It's time to step into your inheritance. It's time to let God do what only He can do. It's time to receive the endless wealth that is your birthright. The Book of Wisdom is your invitation to live a life of abundance, purpose, and joy. Take a moment to reflect. What would your life look like if you truly believed that God's duty is to bless you? How would you act? What risks would you take? What dreams would you pursue? What fears would you let go of? The only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is your willingness to believe. Faith is the bridge between your struggle and your blessing. It is the key that unlocks the door to endless wealth. Here at the Book of Wisdom, we challenge you to step out in faith, to trust that God's promises are true, and to watch as your life is transformed. Maybe you're thinking, this sounds too good to be true. I've been disappointed before. I don't want to get my hopes up. I understand. Disappointment is a heavy burden. But what if this time is different? What if this is the moment everything changes? What if your willingness to believe just one more time is the catalyst for your breakthrough? Don't let past pain rob you of future blessings. Don't let fear hold you back from the life you were meant to live. Here at the Book of Wisdom, we believe in second chances, fresh starts, and new beginnings. Let's get practical. What can you do today to align yourself with this message? Start by surrendering your struggle. Say it out loud. My struggle is over. Endless wealth is God's duty now. Write it down. Put it somewhere you can see it every day. Let it sink into your heart, your mind, your spirit. Begin to act as if it's already true. Take small steps of faith. Apply for that job. Start that business. Reach out to that friend. Forgive that person. Invest in yourself. Trust that God will meet you at every step. The Book of Wisdom is not just a channel, it's a movement. It's a community of people who believe in miracles, who expect blessings, who refuse to settle for less than God's best. Remember, wealth is not just about money. It's about wholeness, peace, purpose, and joy. It's about waking up each day with a sense of gratitude and expectation. It's about living with open hands and an open heart, ready to receive and ready to give. When you trust God with your needs, you become a channel of blessing to others. You stop hoarding and start sharing. You stop worrying and start worshipping. You realize that the more you give, the more you receive. This is the paradox of faith. The more you let go, the more you gain. The Book of Wisdom teaches that true wealth is found in generosity, gratitude, and grace. As you listen to this message, I want you to imagine your life transformed. Imagine the struggle replaced by strength, the lack replaced by abundance, the fear replaced by faith. Imagine yourself walking in your purpose, fulfilling your destiny, living the life you were created for. This is not just a dream, it's your reality if you choose to believe. The Book of Wisdom is your guide, your companion, your reminder that you are never alone. You are the chosen one. Your struggle is over. Endless wealth is God's duty now. Let's make this real. Take a moment right now to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize your breakthrough. See yourself receiving the blessings you've been praying for. Feel the joy, the relief, the gratitude. Let it wash over you. This is the power of faith, the ability to see the invisible, to believe the impossible, to receive the miraculous. The Book of Wisdom is here to remind you that what you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hand. Your faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. If you're ready for your breakthrough, say it with me. I am the chosen one. My struggle is over. Endless wealth is God's duty now. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it becomes your reality. Say it until the universe responds. The Book of Wisdom is more than a channel. It's a declaration, a movement, a revolution of faith. You are part of something bigger than yourself. You are part of a community of believers who refuse to settle for less than God's best. As we come to the end of this message, I want to challenge you to take a step of faith. Maybe it's a prayer, maybe it's an act of kindness, maybe it's a leap into the unknown. Whatever it is, do it with the confidence that God is with you, for you, and ahead of you. Trust that your struggle is over. Trust that endless wealth is on its way. Trust that you are the chosen one, destined for greatness, abundance, and joy. The Book of Wisdom is your companion on this journey, your source of inspiration, your reminder that you are never alone. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to help us reach 5,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99 to amplify the energy of this message in your life. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Become part of the Book of Wisdom family, a community of faith, hope, and abundance. Remember, your story is not over. Your struggle is not your destiny. You are the chosen one. Your struggle is over. Endless wealth is God's duty now. Stay blessed, stay faithful, stay expectant. This is the Book of Wisdom, and your best days are just beginning.